There's something irresistibly magnetic about stepping into an ancient library. The scent of old parchment, the hushed whispers of knowledge lingering in the air, and the quiet creak of wooden floors beneath marble arches. These places are temples of learning, steeped in centuries of history. For lovers of dark academia, few places capture the essence of scholarly romance more vividly than the world's most iconic universities and their libraries. And if you stay with us until the end, we'll reveal why these timeless institutions continue to hold powerful meaning even in 2025. Today, we'll journey into 5 legendary institutions whose libraries embody the very spirit of mystery, intellect, and beauty that dark academia celebrates. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on our upcoming videos. Now, let's get started. Oxford University, the Bodleian Library. Oxford isn't just a university. It's practically the birthplace of the dark academia aesthetic. Walking through its medieval courtyards feels like slipping into a Gothic novel. And at the very heart of its academic soul lies the Bodleian Library, one of the oldest libraries in Europe, dating back to 1602. The Bodleian isn't merely a collection of books, it's an architectural masterpiece. Its Radcliffe camera, with its circular stone dome, stands like a sentinel of learning, its silhouette instantly recognizable to anyone with even a passing love for historic universities. Inside, long oak desks and towering shelves hold millions of volumes, including some of the world's rarest manuscripts. The Duke Humphreys Library, with its medieval wood-carved ceilings and latticed windows, is a sanctuary for anyone craving that perfect dark academia aesthetic. Beyond aesthetics, the Bodleian is a living archive of intellectual history. It houses original works from Galileo, early Shakespearean quartos, and ancient maps that trace humanity's view of the world across time. The atmosphere here whispers of generations of scholars who dedicated their lives to pursuit of knowledge, echoing with stories of brilliance, obsession, and the relentless search for truth. For lovers of dark academia, the Bodleian represents more than just a library. It's a shrine of scholarship, where candlelit study sessions and centuries of learning converge into one timeless aesthetic. University of Cambridge, the Wren Library at Trinity College. If Oxford is the flame, Cambridge is its eternal twin shadow. Just across England, Cambridge offers a scholarly rival, drenched in equal mystique. Among its treasures, the Wren Library at Trinity College stands as an icon of literary beauty. Designed by Sir Christopher Wren and completed in 1695, the library blends symmetry, light, and grandeur in a way that feels both divine and intimidating. Walking into the Wren Library feels like stepping into the heart of enlightenment itself. Natural light floods the high arched windows, illuminating shelves lined with ancient manuscripts. Marble busts of classical philosophers and alumni like Isaac Newton watch over visitors, creating a tangible sense of dialogue between past and present. The wide open space, unlike the labyrinthine feel of some medieval libraries, feels almost celestial, designed to elevate the mind toward higher pursuits. Its collection is staggering. Among the shelves rests the original manuscript of Winnie the Pooh, handwritten notes by Newton himself, and first editions of Milton's Paradise Lost. To stand before these works is to feel tethered to centuries of human imagination and intellect. In dark academia, the Wren Library is almost archetypal. It embodies the fusion of classical ideals, intellectual pursuit, and architectural splendor. It's not just a room of books, it's a sanctum where ideas breathe, timeless and untouchable. Harvard University, Widner Library. Crossing the Atlantic, the United States may be young compared to Europe, but Harvard University carries a dark academia energy of its own. Established in 1636, Harvard is the oldest institution of higher learning in America, and its libraries reflect both grandeur and gravitas. The Widner Library, named after Harry Elkins Widner, who perished on the Titanic in 1912, is perhaps the crown jewel. Its story alone feels like the plot of a Gothic novel, tragic loss inspiring a lasting tribute to knowledge. With its neoclassical facade, towering columns, and endless halls of books, Widner is nothing short of breathtaking. Inside, the scale is overwhelming. The library holds over 3.5 million volumes, making it one of the largest university libraries in the world. Long marble corridors, solemn study rooms, and the weight of history in its architecture make it a perfect fit for the dark academia aesthetic. Every corner whispers of sleepless nights, ink-stained fingers, and intellectual obsession. Harvard's libraries also highlight a uniquely American interpretation of dark academia. Where European traditions of Gothic architecture, merge with modern ambitions of scale and access. Widner embodies this synthesis, turning Harvard's campus into a stage where the romance of academia plays out under both Old World and New World influences. Yale University, Vinek Rare Book and Manuscript Library. If Harvard is about scale and grandeur, Yale's Vinek Rare Book and Manuscript Library leans toward mystery and aura. Opened in 1963, it might not be medieval in age, but its brutalist marble structure radiates a haunting monolithic beauty. From the outside, its translucent marble panels glow with filtered light, making the building itself feel like an artifact. Inside, the effect is otherworldly. At the center rises a glass tower of books, 6 stories high, housing some of the rarest and most valuable texts in existence. It feels like a reliquary of human thought, suspended in silence. The atmosphere is reverent, almost sacred, as if one has stepped into a cathedral built not for gods, but for words. Among its treasures is the enigmatic Voynich manuscript, a book filled with undecipherable writing and illustrations that have baffled scholars for centuries. Also preserved here are Gutenberg Bibles and ancient medieval manuscripts, all kept in climate-controlled perfection. For dark academia enthusiasts, the Vinek is the embodiment of arcane allure. Its austere, almost monastic architecture contrasts beautifully with the colorful vibrancy of its manuscript treasures, creating an atmosphere of intellectual mysticism. It's not just a library. It's a puzzle, a space where the very act of studying becomes an initiation into secrets of the past. University of Edinburgh, the Playfair Library Hall. Scotland carries its own Gothic charm, and the University of Edinburgh is steeped in it. Founded in 1582, Edinburgh has long been a beacon of philosophy, literature, and science. Its Playfair Library Hall, designed in the 19th century by William Playfair, captures this legacy in a single soaring space. With its neoclassical design, the library hall stretches out like a dreamscape of arches and symmetry. White stone pillars rise to vaulted ceilings, while rows of books line the gallery with a quiet dignity. Unlike the darker wooden tones of Oxford or Harvard, Playfair's hall bathes in light, offering a uniquely Scottish interpretation of the academic aesthetic. The atmosphere is both grand and intimate. It has hosted not only scholars but also public ceremonies, embodying the idea of knowledge as something communal, something meant to be shared. Edinburgh's literary history, tied to figures like Sir Walter Scott, Robert Louis Stevenson, and Arthur Conan Doyle, lingers in its air, reminding every visitor that this city has been shaped by storytelling as much as science. For those immersed in dark academia, the Playfair Library feels like a setting lifted straight out of a 19th century novel, romantic, intellectual, and endlessly inspiring. Why these libraries resonate with dark academia? Each of these 5 universities and their libraries is more than just a place for reading. They are physical embodiments of centuries of thought, creativity, and ambition. Oxford's medieval gravitas, Cambridge's Enlightenment clarity, Harvard's monumental grandeur, Yale's mystical vaults, and Edinburgh's romantic neoclassicism all contribute to the timeless mood we call dark academia. These libraries are not just collections of books. They are atmospheres, crafted spaces where architecture, history, and knowledge intertwine. They invite us to linger, to study, to romanticize the act of learning itself. They remind us that education is not just about utility. It's about beauty, mystery, and meaning. For anyone captivated by the aesthetic, visiting these spaces feels like entering a different realm, one where the boundaries between past and present blur, and where every shadow and sunbeam feels like part of a story. Closing reflections. The dark academia aesthetic thrives on nostalgia, mystery, and reverence for knowledge. And no places embody this more deeply than these iconic universities and their libraries. They stand as living monuments to humanity's intellectual journey, reminders that beauty and wisdom are intertwined, and that learning is as much an art as it is a science. If this journey through the world's most iconic dark academia universities has sparked your imagination, don't just let it end here. Keep exploring, keep seeking the beauty hidden in old libraries and academic traditions. And if you want to immerse yourself even more deeply in the aesthetic, join our community at the Dark Academia Journal, where we dive into the mysterious, the beautiful, and the intellectual. Continue the journey with us, and let's keep uncovering the timeless charm of scholarship together.